Hello everyone, welcome to SMTech Call. Today we are going to solve the day 29 of September LeetCode challenge. So today's problem name is word break. So let's try to understand the problem statement first, then we will try to design one solution for the same. So what they are saying here, we will be given two inputs. One will be the string and another one will be the word dictionary. Okay, so that word dictionary will contain words. Okay, and I need to scan the word dictionary and I need to find the using those words can we form this string or not. Okay, so if we can form, then we can return true, else we need to return false. Okay, so if you check this first example only, right here my string is LeetCode and my dictionary we have two words, leet and code. So I can use this will be my one word and code will be my second word, right, in our dictionary. So we can form it and then we can return true. Okay, in this case. And if you take the second example, here also, right, apple, pen. So this is the first one, apple, then pen, then apple. Okay, and we can reuse the word twice, right? It's not like that I found apple once, I can't reuse. We can reuse because we can reuse so that we can return true here in this case. Okay, similarly, let's take the third example also, right? Here the string is cats and dog. Okay, so I can find cats, then I can find and, but there is no word for OG, right? So in this case, it's not possible, right, to form this string. So in this case, we can return false. Okay. Okay. So let's try to see some solution using which we can solve it. Okay. The first thing is one approach can be, suppose this is my input string, right? So I can check for each and every possible combination, and I can check that okay, that combination is present in our dictionary or not. Okay. So how we can do that? Suppose we can take one extra array, flag array, where I am going to keep tracking that till this position I found one word. Okay. So let's initialize it with. So we will take one flag array probably, and we will initialize like this. So everything will be -1. Okay, except the first word. Okay, or first character. So now I will take two pointer. One will be I. Initially it will point to here, another will be j. Okay, it will point to here. So what I will do, I will pick this these two characters or letters, and I will check that LE exist in our dictionary or not. Okay, so we can see there is no word LE, right? There is one word leet, not LE. So again, then we will increase our window size. Okay, now I will check for this 3. It is not there. Then again I will check for this 4, leet. In this case I can find, okay, it is there, right? We have one word called lead in our dictionary. So that means this particular word exists. So what we can do? So what was the index? 0, 1, 2, 3. So we can update that, right? That we found one word. So we can update the flag with any other value, right? Probably 4, 5, anything. Okay. Now like this, right? Now again I will start from here. I will check for these two words like this, right? So if we scan the whole array, then we can again found another word, that is code, right? Again I can then mark it as any other digits. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, anything non minus, that is not equals to -5. Okay, -1. Okay, so now at the end we can easily check. Okay, so whenever I am done with all of the combination, I can at the end check, okay, is my last character is still -1? If it is still -1, that means we don't have enough word to form this string, right? So we can return false. And if I say it's not -1, that means we can find all the words in our dictionary. Okay, so in that case we can return true. Okay, so let's write the logic. Okay, so let's write the code using the same logic. Okay, so as I already told you, I am going to take one array. So let us name it as flag only, and the array size will be my string dot length +1. Okay. Why +1? You will understand that after seeing the whole logic. So it should be s dot length +1. Okay, so that means we declared this array, and for the first one we are not considering that, it will be 0 initially. Okay, so let's set the first one as 0 is equals to 0, and before that we need to fill this array using any other negative value, right? So let's do that. We can use arrays dot fill, and we are going to initialize it with all -1 value. Okay, so what that means, we declare one array and we set all the fields as -1 initially, then after that we set the first one as 0. Okay, so now we are going to run one for loop. So let's write one for loop for int I equals to 0, I less than s dot length and I plus plus. Okay. Now I will check if my flag I not equals to -1, right? So if it is not equals to -1, I will check that. Okay, if I see it's equals to -1, then no need of checking, right? So again, if I see it's not equals to -1, then I will write another for loop, and this time it will start from I plus 1 and it will run till j less than equals to s dot length. Okay, and then j plus plus. So now I will check, okay, that is it my list contains this string or not. So what I can do, if word_dict, so since it's a list, we can easily call the contents method that will return me that particular string is exist or not in our word dictionary contents. Now I am going to take the substring. Okay, it should be s dot substring of I and j. If I find, okay, it is there, if it is, that means the particular word is there in our dictionary, so that we can set the flag true for that particular position, right? So j will indicate the end position of the substring. So obviously we are going to set that position with any other value except -1. Okay, so let's set it I like this only, right? Okay, and after that, once we are done, we can return, right? Return. I will check that flag s dot length. I will check the last element is still equals to -1 or not. If it is still equals to -1, then it's false, right? In that case, we need to return false. Else we are going to return true. Okay, something like this. Okay, so now let's quickly run the code and check. Okay, I think it's running successfully for the first test case. Now let's try to submit it and check for the other test cases also. Okay, I think our solution is accepted. So let's try to see the code once again, or recap the code. Let's recap the code once again. So we took this array and we initialize with all -1. Okay, and our array size will be +1 of our length. Okay, so now we are starting from this position I equals to 0. We are picking the first one and we are taking the substring. Since we are taking the substring, so for the second array, second for loop, we are running it still less than equals to. We are running it still it's less than equals to length, string length, because we are considering the substring. Okay, so if we did not do this, then we are not going to consider this one, right? So last element. So to consider last array character or last character also, we are running the second for loop till it's less than equals to length. Okay, and whenever I found one particular word, I am going to update the index for the end index of that word in our string. Okay, so like this, at first I will find the lead code. So the last word was t here, so I am going to update that with any other value apart from -1. Okay, and at the end I am checking the last value is still -1 or not. If it is -1, then it's false, else it's true, right? And what is the time complexity here? Time and space complexity. Obviously, we are using extra spaces. So because we are maintaining this extra flag array, and it's in this case, so time complexity will be order of n. So where n is the size of the string, given string, not the word dictionary. Okay, and in case of space complexity, again I think we are running two for loop here, right? Two nested for loop, and we are running we are iterating through the string twice, right, in nested for loop. So obviously space complexity, time complexity will be order of n squared. Okay, I think that's pretty much for this approach. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.